The first step to making ginger chicken is to brown the chicken breasts. So I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil into the saute pan. Heat that up over high, really hot, so it might just start to be smoking. And carefully place the chicken breasts into the pan. Make sure that you don't drop them so they spatter, or that they are wet, because that will also cause it to spatter. We're going to do about 2 minutes on each side. First, I'm going to salt and pepper them. And a little bit of pepper. My fancy power-driven pepper grinder. Okay, so after about 2 minutes, nice and browned, let's flip them over. Do about 2.5 minutes on the other side. There we go. Okay, keep it on high. So after about 4 to 5 minutes total, add a little more salt and pepper. And we are ready to move on to the next stage. Let's take them out of the pan, put them on a plate, and set them aside. Now we're going to do the onions and the ginger. So let's first turn that heat down. And let's add another tablespoon of olive oil. And we're going to add the diced onions next. Get them nice and soft. So let's pour them in. Get them all out of the bowl. And let's stir them around a little bit. Get them coated in the olive oil. Get them all heated evenly. These are going to cook down quite a bit. Onions have a large amount of water content. So we're going to do this for about 5 minutes over low heat. So this is what they look like. They're nice and soft after about 5 minutes. Translucent. Now I'm going to put in some ginger. You can grate that or you can mince it. I just choose to mince it. Stir it in really well. Just going to cook it for an extra minute or so. Get nicely distributed. Now, put back the chicken breast. Seat them nicely against the pan. Now add some chicken broth. Well, first of all, if there's anything left over on the plate from the chicken breast. Now we put in the broths. This is going to be about 2 cups. Rule of thumb is bring it up about between 1/4 and halfway up the sides of the chicken. Salt and pepper it again. Because we're using low sodium everything, so whatever salt and pepper you're putting in is pretty much going to be as much flavorings that you're going to have. Alright, let's stir it in a little bit, and now we're going to let that simmer each side for about 8 minutes. Nice rolling simmer. Nothing too fast, nothing too calm. 8 minutes on one side, and now let's do 8 minutes on the other. If they're really thick breasts, you might want to go 9. Thinner, you might want to go 7. Just make sure that they're cooked through. And once they're done on both sides, I'm going to take them back out, put them back on the plate so that we can do the rice. Now I used to just cook that down a little bit and pour everything over the rice, but I found that if I add the rice to this mixture here, you have a lot more flavor and you dirty one less pan. So let's put in, here I'm putting in 1.5 cups of rice. Since I got 3 breasts, I'll use a 1/2 cup per breast. So if I'm putting in 1.5 cups of rice, I'll be putting in 3 cups of broth. Drain that one, get another one. Now I'm going to stir it together. And I'm a big proponent of using store-bought broths because I just don't have the time or the energy to make my own chicken stock. So let's get it up to a boil, and then let's turn it down to a low heat and cover for a good 12 to 15 minutes. You want to check it after 12 to make sure there's still enough moisture in there. So after 15 minutes, there we go. Let's mix it around a little bit. Now I'd like a little bit more moisture in this dish. This is fine, rice is fine this way, but I like it a little bit more loose, a little more stewy. So I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth. It's really a matter of preference whether you like it thicker or not. Mix it in together. Now I'm going to take the breasts. You can serve them whole, but I kind of like to take them and slice them, then put them on the bed of rice. Just makes it easier to eat. Don't need a knife at the table then. Just makes it a little easier. I'm just going to take my chef's knife and cut it into nice, manageable portions. And I'm going to put this on a nice bed of rice. Unfortunately, I don't have any few leaves of basil to make it look pretty, but if you got some fresh basil, that adds a nice green touch on top, and there you go.